No, this was not clickbait, because yes, I have to quit the carnivore diet. Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnivore Quest. If this is your first time stopping by our channel, my name is Cassie. My husband Larry and I have been documenting our carnivore diet journey back to better health here on YouTube for a few years now, and after losing almost 100 pounds, it's time for me to step away from an all-meat diet. In today's video, I'm going to go over the main reason why I had to make this decision and what my dietary plans for the future look like. But before we get into all the things, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video, Element. I want to start off by saying I absolutely love this product. I've used Element electrolytes, both the raw unflavored and the flavored versions, every day for the last 2 years, and I've lost a ton of weight on my carnivore diet journey back to better health. Not only is Element delicious, but with flavors like raspberry salt, keeping away the brutal headaches and the dreaded leg cramps has never tasted better. Each packet contains 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Everything you need to stay hydrated on your low-carb diet. As always, Element's offering our viewers a free sample pack with any order. That's 8 free single-serving packets with any Element order. So check out our link below at drinkelement.com/carnivore quest. This is the perfect opportunity to get the quality electrolytes you need and support our channel at the same time. So head on down to drinkelement.com/carnivore quest to get yours today. Element has the best customer service around. If for any reason you're not 100% satisfied, keep the product and receive a full refund. Thanks again, Element, for sponsoring today's video. You know, the whole reason Larry and I got on the carnivore diet and started this channel was for accountability. You know, in 2016, I was diagnosed with stage 3B sigmoid colon cancer. A good portion of my colon was removed because that's where the tumor resided, and it changed everything. I have loose stool, and it's very hard to control that. And with absolutely zero fiber in my system, it makes life very difficult to live. So for a very long time, I was in food and beverage. I was a server, I was a bartender, I ran a butcher shop, I ordered the food, I tasted the food, I made the food. Well, it did me absolutely no good. It didn't matter how strong I felt at the time, I always caved. So food and beverage was no longer an option for me when it came to employment. I just could not say no to all of those temptations around me. And longtime viewers know, you know, I have quit. And I did give it another chance, becoming a manager of a brewery, thinking I was on top of the world. I could do this, it's no problem. Well, it was a problem. That food addiction is very, very strong, and I just couldn't hack it. We'll be serving beer, spirits, wine, and food.
No, 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 no! No, no, no! No, no!
The wine and the beer and the hard drinks, I am not concerned with at all. However, in my role, I'm going to have to taste the food. I'm going to test my strength here. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I leave and I find another job. Here's my concern. It's almost like a catch-22. It's gonna be so interesting to see how well I can do. So many of our subscribers, you know, they work in bakeries, they're in the food and beverage industry, you know, they work for factories making food, and they can take those types of things home. And so many have reported that they don't touch the food. I thought, if they can do it, I can do it. Here we go. Let's see what happens. I'm not feeling this job. Not at all. Too stressful. Too many temptations. I don't know. We'll see. I didn't quite make it in food and beverage. So then I went into retail. You know, retail was fine and good. I didn't love it. It was an okay job. It was a paycheck. I worked with some great people. There were break room temptations. There was always a birthday, so there were cake and cookies and employee appreciation day, and there was always garbage. You know, a lot of times they did accommodate me, and they'd bring in some meat products or beef jerky for me, or even some burgers from the restaurant down the road. So I was able to stick to my diet working there. and I got a lot of exercise. So the one thing that food and beverage and retail had in common was that I had easy access to a toilet. You know, missing part of my colon, if I needed to go, I could drop whatever I was doing and get to a bathroom within a few minutes, which was very important to me. So as I'm sure many of you know how bad the loose stool and the diarrhea is when you first get on the carnivore diet, well, for most people, it works itself out. Within a few weeks or a month or two, you know, it regulates and you go back to having normal bowel movements. It's never been that way for me. I've been on this journey for well over 4 years now, and my stool is perpetually loose. So fast, easy access to a bathroom is very important to me. So I say all that because I am starting a new job. I said this in a live stream a few weeks ago. I am getting back into the casino business. Larry and I were both casino dealers. That's actually where we met. And although I've been out of the business for the last 10 years, opportunity knocked and I opened the door. So when Larry got sober and we moved down here 10 years ago, you know, I had to give up my career, almost 20 years in the casino business. And I really like that job. You know, the money's good. The hours are great. You don't have to work very hard. However, there's a downside to that. And well, you know, being a dealer, you're essentially chained to your table. You can't just leave. You know, you're responsible for tens of thousands of dollars and you can't just get up and leave. You can't even say, hey, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. No, there's a whole process that goes with that. Supervisor will tap you out if it's an absolute emergency, but they have to pull a dealer from another game or from break to relieve you. And that's not going to work. It's just not conducive to my lifestyle right now. I no longer have easy access to a restroom, so I have to make some changes. As a lot of you know, Lily Kane stopped by the channel a few weeks ago and she and I had a great discussion. You know, she had a lot of general advice, but I took what I needed, and what I needed was to learn to monitor my food intake by journaling and keeping track of my macros, and also allowing myself some wiggle room for some vegetables. Now, one thing that I have learned is that when I've been keto or even ketovore and I allow vegetables back into my diet, it certainly helps with the digestive process. You know, I was really stressing over my job and not having immediate access to a bathroom. And the timing couldn't have been any better. So while Lily and I were talking, I had a light bulb moment. I will just go back to ketovore because I know from past experience, adding a little bit of veg definitely helps that out. So yeah, there it is. I am no longer carnivore. I'm ketovore, which probably half of this journey I've been that way, maybe a third. I've been ketovore anyway, but this is the most vegetables I've had in quite some time. And I've only been doing this for a few days and I'm already feeling better. Now, the whole reason Larry and I got onto carnivore was because I could not control my food. I just could not do it. I would do okay on any other diet for a month, 2 months, and then I'd break it and go right back to my old habits. The majority of my life, I was always 250, close to 300 pounds. I could never control how much food I ate or even really what I ate. It's a lot different now. I have better control, and carnivore has just helped me so much. I will always be animal-based and it will always be meat heavy. But for right now, you know, I'm eating cabbage and green beans and some onion and some avocado. I'm trying to keep them low in carb and higher in fiber. And I know a lot of people say, you don't need fiber on a carnivore diet. Well, let me tell you, if you're missing most of your colon and part of your large intestine on your right side, you might. I know we've got a lot of ketovores watching, so let me know down in the comments who's a ketovore. And carnivores, you know, you still got Larry. So I'm pretty excited about tomorrow. I'm nervous. It's been a long time since I've dealt, and it's a very exciting time. We'll see, but I'm not eating any more food tonight. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to be very careful these first few days just to make sure that I'm not embarrassing myself. Oh goodness, it's going to be something. All right. Thank you all so much for stopping by and just listening to me gab. Let me know what you think. Good, the bad, the ugly. Put it down in the comments. You know, it's not going to sway my decision in any way, shape, or form, but you might give me a few extra tips and pointers that I can actually apply in my everyday life. So until the next time, remember, no sugar, no carbs, and no cheating. Or if you're ketovore, no sugar, small carbs, and no cheating. Love y'all.